math, it's really important that students learn mathematical reasoning skills and how to develop reasoning skills. And it's not that this is something new we do in math classrooms, but what I've done is I've taken it from being a traditional handout worksheets using only hands-on manipulatives, processing everything on paper, to incorporating technology, which is both effective, efficient, and enjoyable for the students. In our classroom, all the students have laptops, so I wanted to think beyond just using my typed notes and students using paper and even manipulatives. So what I did was I started out by going into the online classroom, the Moodle, and I started in all my lessons just putting instructions in the Moodle for the students. They like that because they can access those directions at all times anywhere on campus, and they're not fishing through lots of papers looking for the directions, and they can always go right back to them. So they go in, they find the directions. No longer do they have to find the directions on a piece of paper somewhere in their binder. They reread the directions. Then in a team, they begin working on solving the problem. Well, this time, instead of creating their own little charts, they actually went into numbers, and I showed them how to use numbers in sort of like an Excel sheet in which they could organize all their information as they solve their problem. Once they had that information, they could start to analyze it. Well, where are they going to present their answers? Really quick. They can open up a keynote and put down one question on each slide and their answer, explain it, take some pictures using photo booth, put the pictures right on it to help their explanation, submit it online, no paper ever involved, and view each other's presentations and make comments all through the Moodle. It's everything we used to do, but now we're doing it on the computers. And it's high engagement, the kids love it, the organization is so much better, and I mean, they're learning skills they can use in the 21st century. They're learning how to use Excel sheets. They're learning how to organize data. They're learning how to process information in new ways, and the core is still there. We're still developing algebraic thinking. We're still answering the questions. We're still processing the information just as we used to on paper, but now we're adding 21st century skills as well.
Cell B, I'm going to type student 1. I'm typing student 1. Does student 1 change all the lockers? Yes. Student 1 changes all the lockers to what? Open. So I'm going
Okay, the second person starts with locker 2 and every second lock the door. Okay, Sheree, close every second.
They're answering the same questions. They are meeting the same math reasoning state standards. None of that has changed, but the process in which they go about answering those questions and developing those skills has changed. The tools we use to teach those concepts and processes has changed.
Factors of 16, which numbers go evenly into 16?
I think I had to stop viewing technology as a time eater in the classroom. I had to stop viewing it as purely a form of projects.
One person who will leave their laptop open to Moodle at all times.
I think the key here is to understand that you can't teach everything in any application problem, software program all at once. So there are literally hundreds of things to learn in numbers. But I only need to teach the bare minimum basics to get the students started in organizing their information.
I highlight all the way down to 20, and then I let off.
Using technology, we can put student work online, and it doesn't even have to be in a way that the entire world is seeing it. They could just be even sharing it within their classroom and their peers, but with an entire class. This is how I used to do it, because I used to be really good at this. At the very end of a lesson, we write our closure at the bottom of our Cornell notes. 3 people raise their hands. I call on 3 people to give their answers. We respond to those 3 people. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. Instead now, 5 to 10 minutes, everyone goes on the Moodle. Everyone responds to the closure question. And, oh, I now respond to 2 other people. Now, instead of only 3 people sharing, everyone's sharing. Instead of only, 9 people responding, everyone's responding.
Miss Miller usually posts to all of us. She always posts to all of us. It's always constructive. Like if anybody forgets to put the capitals or periods or their answer isn't correct, she'll help them with that, and they can edit it on the Moodle. And things that are exciting too is like when a student comes in 6th period yesterday and is like, every day in math is fun now. And it's like, I was never trying to achieve fun, but I do want you to appreciate math.